folks, welcome back. We're in a shed as you can see, and I think we're going to be doing an unboxing video today. Something different, it's been a while, and I know some of you guys like to see unboxings and whatnot, and a little bit of chit chat as well, seeing as we've got a bit of time handy. And I'll tell you one thing, the weather's definitely turned here in the UK. It's getting darker and it's getting colder, and apparently there's some bad storms heading this way, possibly the weekend, so only a few days time. So guys in the UK, check your weather forecast just to see if you're going to be at risk, and do the necessary precautions around your property, alright? We don't want any people getting injured. So what we're going to do is we're going to be opening this box sent to a good buddy of mine over in Essex, where the sun always shines, and I'm perched up on my chair like this and I can't really move because it hurts. And the reason it hurts to move is Dale from Red Path Knife and Tool has been grinding my sack and it's painful. Just kidding. But before we go into that, there's just a couple of quick things I've got to mention. Okay, one of the guys who I spent a day with, a really good guy, used to be in Gosport, now he's right up in Scotland, miles from anywhere. It used to be called Bug Out Bushcraft, Jedi. He's now called Jedi Outdoors. So if any of you guys were looking for him and you can't find him, I don't know how or why, but apparently he or someone accidentally deleted his old YouTube and Instagram account. So they're all up and running now, and they're called Jedi Outdoors. Okay, mate, I said I'd do that for you, no problem. And it's the poppy appeal is coming up soon. Now I'll put some pictures on Instagram from what my wife's done. Loads of crocheted poppies. She done, I don't know, 25 or so, I can't remember, last year, and sent them off to a friend of mine in Leek in Staffordshire, and he made sure they all got sold, and they raised quite a lot of money for the British Legion. So this year I said to her, if you want, do whatever you can, just tell me and I'll get all the materials. So I got all of the wool, all of the buttons, all of the safety clips, all of the needles that she needed, etc., and just left Mrs. Funky to it, and blew me away. She made 100. Yeah, crazy. On average it's taken about an hour each one. So there's 100 hours she spent making these poppies, and I'll drop the video in now, and yeah, awesome. Still can't believe it really, to be honest, to check this out.
Yep, well, believe it or not, there is 100 there, exactly. It's taken on average around an hour each to make these. Sorry if the light's gone a bit strange. I don't know why it does that in this room, but it's just, it is what it is. But no, extremely proud of her. Then these are going to be distributed to the Portsmouth branch of the Royal British Legion to be handed out for the poppy appeal, and hopefully it's going to raise an awful lot of money.
How humbling is that, eh? I know. I'm sorry for the lighting on that clip, but for some reason in that room where we filmed it, the lighting just goes a bit weird. So apologies for that, but it was bright red poppies as it should be, okay? So she probably won't get any recognition for it. You know, the guy from the British Legion turned up the other day to pick up the box of poppies that she made, shook her hand and, you know, said thanks, etc., and that was the end of it. So there's a lot of people who do this sort of thing, unsung heroes all over the country, and they never get recognised. So being a husband, I'm just going to put it out there, okay? As you've got to do. Right, without any waffle, we're going to be getting into this box. Some of you guys who don't know, who aren't subscribed to Dell, it used to be Dirty Room Knives, now it's Red Path Knife and Tool. He kindly offered to modify my Swiss Army knife. Now I always call them Swiss Army knives, I just don't like the term or the word Victoria Knox, it just sounds crap to me. It's my own opinion, that's how it is. I've always called them Swiss Army knives, man and boy, and always will. So I sent down my Swiss Army knife. It's the Soldier I got that for my birthday present last month, and I was zooming and ahhing to get one for a long time, since Christmas I believe, last year. The only reason it put me off getting it is because it had serrations on the main blade. Now personally, I'm not a fan of serrations. This is my opinion. If you want serrations, get a saw. End of. Out of all of my knife collection, and I've got quite a lot of knives now, none of them have got serrations on. Okay, so that's why I didn't want to buy it. But my mum and dad asked me, "What do you want?" And I said, "If you're buying it, I'll have that." And I thought, you know, I'd put it on a vice and I'd file it down, but I was thinking, I don't really know what I'm doing. I don't want to screw it up. So I sent it to a guy who really knows his shit, and that was Dell. And it's just come back. So we're going to be opening the set box with the funky Kairos. Now, some of you people haven't seen this before. There's a juicy little close-up of her there. Now, as you can see on the blade, it says CKC, which is Kylie Harris. Okay. Now, Kylie sent loads of blanks of these off, which is his design. Sent to Scott Wessex Blades. He finished them off and sold them on, and I bought one from Scott. And this lives in the shed. You know when you get yourself a knife in the shed that does everything? So far it's just been doing everything, and I mean everything. And yeah, I don't even think I've touched it up and it's still going strong. So credit to you, Scott and Kylie. Excellent little tool, mate. And one of the reasons why I chose something like this to stay in the shed is it's stainless. You don't want nothing like carbon steel in the shed unless you really check it and oil it and make sure it's dry. If you get rust in it, mate, you could be in a lot of problems. So we're going to put that back in the sheath. Let's see what we got. How dare you, kid. Bloody packing chips. Oh, son of a bitch. Now we love our packing chips, don't we? And straight out of the box, we've got the knife in question. And also, bless him, he'll chuck a bottle of hot sauce in there. Now, personally, I'm a big fan of hot sauce, but I don't like anything hot. Okay, I've been there, done that. I've got hiatus hernia, and I can't have hot stuff. So mild to medium is perfect. Interesting stuff is put in it. This is what he sent me. Okay, so I don't know if you people have ever tried this particular one before. I've got no idea what it's like. Dale's a bit like myself, just says how it is. Personally, he can't stand it, but he thought I might like it because I like the old chipotle or chipotle, as some of the aficionados might call it. So that'd be interesting to see how that goes down. Thanks, Dale. Didn't really have to, mate, because I know Royal Fail. Oh, we'll talk about that in a minute. Don't even forget. It's expensive, you know, weight and size these days, and apparently they're putting their prices up again real soon. So we're getting screwed in the UK for posting stuff. But wow, boy, am I looking forward to seeing this. I'll tell you what, we're both. Bloody hell, Dale, you really have put a mirror polish on that boy, isn't it? Look at it now. That's better than what it was when I first got it. This was brand new. I never used it. Okay, and I sent it to Dale. His overall overview of this, as he was looking at it for the first time, he said, "Oh, that's rolled. That's been used. Never used it." These are cheap knives, okay? Swiss Army knives. This is only £40 or something. Not a lot of money for what it is. I mean, could you make something like that and sell it for £40 and make a profit? Nah, not a chance. So we're going to be looking at this together. I don't know if you can see that in the light. Ah, that's about right. Look at that. A Swiss Army soldier with no serrations, boy. Oh, you can't stand serrations on knives. Get a bloody saw. Holy shit. Yeah. That's bad boy sharp though. Look at this. That's incredible, isn't it?
smooth as a baby's ass. Man, that's something else. So he's put, yeah, proper zero by the look of it, not even a micro on that. That's a chisel grind, because that's what the original serrations were. Okay, so he's put that on there. Razor time. Yeah, we like that. So, and also there's a few other things in there which I said, while you've got it, if you've got time, can you sort it out? And now, I think I called this, probably wrongly, an auger, but I think Lee from LB Customs commented on Dale's vid and called it an awl or something. I'm not really sure. But wow, look at that. Now, if you look at this, you know, that's used for drilling holes into woods and leather, etc. And it looked a bit of a bitch to sharpen because it sort of goes in on the edge. Now, that was actually bird, big time, from brand new. I think personally the Victorinox quality control has really gone downhill, especially in this knife. As I say, it's brand new and there was burrs over nearly every edge. It was crap. It's brand new from the factory too. So what it's done is he's actually convexed it. Sorry, on that side there. It's the only one of its kind that's got a convex grind on it. So when you cutting into materials, it should fly through nice and simple. Okay, so we're going to close that. And I can't remember what else I asked him to do now. That's it, yeah. The tin opener. Now the tin opener, that rolled as well, and I've never used it. It's weird because they'll just assume that I've used it and mashed it up and sent it to them to repair it. No, the steel is that soft, it's that cheap. It's actually, I'll tell you what Dale tried to explain. When you've got an edge on here, on the tin opener, this piece here, you're just going to be hooking into the tin and you're going to be pressing into the material as you're turning the tin around. Okay, so you're cutting into it. So that is a using edge, as it were. Okay, now it'll be like this. It'll get a roll and it'll do this. Therefore, you should have that small amount of surface area on the top touching the steel so it pierces through. That's all well and good on hardened, proper, good quality steel. Something as soft as that, 50 odd Rockwell, it's really soft. You just put it into anything significant and it just roll over, and then you'll try to push all of that material through to cut through. So all it's done is it's turned it from that and strengthened it by doing this. It just makes it a bit stronger and it will last a lot longer. So yeah, awesome. The only one of its kind that's had these modifications done to it. Dale, that's bloody lovely, mate. And one of the reasons I like this is that you can open it one-handed. Okay, I've got a few Swiss Army knives now, and it's a bit of a pain. And you need two hands to open it every time. So to get it out of your pocket, one-handed, Bosch blade, nice. We like that. And it, as I say, it's stainless. You know, this ain't gonna rust. And it's just some weird, spooky steel. This stuff. It's just strange stuff. So now I've got a usable tool. Okay, it's not just something with stupid serrations on it. So that's that. Speaking of royal fail, what I decided to do to thank Dale for doing this, he offered to do it free as a mate, which I'm really humbled, to be honest, because I know Dale's very busy. It's like Father Christmas all year round, okay, making stuff for people, day in, day out. I mean, the guy's only had a few days off in a couple of years, he works his ass off. So I thought, no, I've got to get him something. What will he appreciate? Nice big fat cigar. So I checked around and I ordered him a nice one, and this was just over 20 quid for one cigar, special one. Okay, not going to tell you what it is, it's still a surprise. I sent that off to him along with a lovely note, and I've done it Royal Mail first class, recorded. Now that should arrive next day or the day after, depending on what time you post it. Okay, I'll post it at the end of the day on a Tuesday. You should have had it first thing Thursday. No, not at all. 11 days later, sorry, this is day 12, still hasn't got it. I checked the tracking information
and it just says it was scanned at the post office where I actually left it to be sent from, and that's all it is. That's the additional tracking information. That's all the information there is. So to say I'm hacked off is an understatement. Now, Royal Mail first class recorded covers anything up to the value of £50. As I say, the cigar is £20. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to give it another week maybe, and then I'm just going to contact them and say, look, I sent my stuff to a friend, you were carrying it, you've lost it, you owe me, simple. And incidentally, speaking of royal fail, as we call it, Dell sent this to me special delivery. Now that should have been the next day, okay? No, that's been a week. But he still had to pay special delivery prices. So I don't know what the hell is going on with Royal Mail. In my opinion, since it's been privatised, it's gone downhill, and it's going fast downhill now. I mean, they're going to be putting their prices up soon, just before Christmas, which is really going to hack people off. So people will be sourcing alternate couriers, etc., to trade their post. Because Royal Mail, nah, sorry, it's just not cutting it. And that's all I've got to say about that. I don't want to turn into a rant video, because it's easily done. Go off on a tangent, etc. So yeah, there it is. Do you know what? That's going to be pretty cool, squirted on cheese and toast, eh? Yeah, why not? Interesting stuff. Where'd you get this stuff, brother? Awesome. So there it is. I hope you enjoyed it. And the Swiss Army Soldier, modified with no serrations, polished up like new as a virgin. Beautiful. Thanks for watching, guys. Stay funky.